Ebeya Niam ye come up. Obema update it na say ye na afi na dashes. Eunice, why ready?
Pacho Timenka.
One can mention that one committee one can free me one can free radio.
Yeah, because see I didn't mean who they mean you.
Only Bakasafa ho.
Pachai.
Hey, any you. Down.
Pachai no.
Mammy said Matthew for Betty and can ye dear. Any lady skills are abaidi and ordinary. Where your latest skills are grown from. Yo, any at you for and baby I did give no ever fat no na call no back in a hour or befa call no but you're betting a me me am amatri and you will see Matthew Makosuru Matthew Nama Nanti of Bongoya Yami. Like I am watching you.
Remember what say? Pacho, what to say?
Yami Esirami, I was said, me monitor radio, a man for everything in Kamabacho, say what in radio, so life and calendar, Pacho, Mame Euna, Mima lawyer, so confident. I will say near Okikano, a man for 8 years. See, I was live on Rainbow Radio International. If I just say, Obaswa, now watch the Amami. Radio so catch in on areas, lawyer Eunice, lawyer Eunice, Ajia Kunya, and then the end of the bottle, no, a year come up, one cacra. Like, yet, Niango.
Pacho, Midawase, I hope it's I saw for neighbors and funny now here. Me bumpire say, Bia Boko, yet here for some Michiamo, and conform what and so Michiamo, me bumpire say, when now here. I'm hoping also say more at least move to me and my feedback say Monty and can I say Monty and car because we are trying as much as possible to work on the sound issues and I hope say Monty and car. And of course, every Thursday, piano. It is to do with the updates. And this week we had some good news into Omo Court in regards to Omo EA family permits into ABA we application Emma we put any brother, we cousin, we offer say and refuse the application no more the court ne penny so say Omo EA family permits and you say home office for no kind start almost sending for email say Omo massa EA family permits because 30th June 2021 deadline no apahom. And of course, say Cecilia dear Omo agiatum and as a home office for no agiatum say some issues are EA family permits no would can say Omo farmer because 30th of June deadline no apahom. It is good news for Nkofua Omunya decisions allowed through the court system say of course Omo EA family permits no say omo de ma omo in na home office for no so I consider say ampa say omo issues are EA family permits no emma omo ebusiafo no and we also know from omo updates no saying lawyer Richard D Kanka last week no say of course say we a family member of an EA national and I say one kasa no we a EA national not why EU settlement scheme application and now one pre-settled status and now some settled status and now say we are sending one sa EA family permits and now say pre-settled status no then of course you should be able to show say of course no over to me over to me era UK because of the fact say over valid EA family permits and I say mama was 5 years pre-settled status and I say leave to remain and I say settled status and I say indefinite leave to remain. And see this is good news for EU family members and on we push on for now Yenim say almost train family permits and I say almost train for the Home Office to issue them with the family permits I say the room. And then at least with that, to me I application under the EU settlement scheme because grant EU family permit are relevant documents under appendix EU. Also, in terms of EU family permits, in Kofo that so bisa say, 30th June deadline na pa hono. EU ni anase maybe sending EU family member nti omo betumi ada so ayesa pre-settled status anase settled status patchoine say when to me anye before 30th June 2021 na ujidi say because na unim say na bibi wo hosa say oye anase na ondren say wo so ka ho bia obetumi aye as long as you give a reasonable excuse the NC 1 year application by the 30th of June 2021 over to me ISR EU settlement scheme pre-settled status and I say settled status application into yes of course over to me ISR pre-settled status and I say settled status so person do we busian so bad of course we are talking about Obia Oye before the 31st of December 2020 and answer Obia na Oye Oba and answer Mami and answer Papa and answer Nana before the 31st of December 2020. Into some for winning nano, ube to me the Omo Abba. So of course, in terms of EU family permit applications, say EU applications are EU settlement scheme family permit applications, not EEA family permits under regulation 2016. And so of course, appendix EU and as a EU settlement scheme application, then of course, over to me, application ama webuseni and as a one kasa what's UK Hanuma Wabetna Hanum before 31st December 2020. And of course, into a banesana conform that should be such a move to me IS applications. No, yes, of course, over to me other so IS applications. And I'm confident so I more air train and my court no I make a decision in regards to more family members and I say more extended family members of course say Home Office I consider say some master family permits there and it is good news all round and see those of us who have already got a decision from the court say or more are allowed decision they can be rest assured say Home Office will implement that decision and I'm confident so are more trained for court to make a decision so court the amount so Home Office will implement that decision for them to get on EA family permits on the bedroom into that should I say updates for today it's I'm hoping that as soon as we send this news forward they will also be able to implement quickly into almost chebiana at least almost the EA family permits I'm going to be some fun on with me at their room. Prophet said line is okay.
Sister me using my phone on Tino.
Yeah.
And also a free ever. Now my obianzo my feedback. And I think
yeah, because yeah, no what phone also in see. Mr. Be phone sometimes I get busy and now some cutting crop for it see. Yeah, sure they able to me aye. Okay. Okay.
Bibia Edem Pepe. Edem do. Yo. And yet, twas way. Wodam enti my app so my update enti pala na mu abre fa information de bre me pacho ko so kasa and quickly rush through the updates na fa twaso quick na yenko me sorry 1 minute enti yen quick.
Case allowed, and I say appeal allowed from the first year tribunal in regards to application. I almost refuse say Emma will ebusieni because of the fact say almost say
Lawyer Eunice we be updating na for new information not to aso preko.
Okay.
Me fa to aso.
Patriot mate. In regards to nkofo a applications Emma family members and I say busiafo before the 31st and now Crampo said before the 30th of June 2021 no. Of course Sisia their home office are considered say even though the 30th of June deadline no apahono they will now start to issue the EA family permits now we can say issue because deadline no apaho. It is good news all round for nkrofo EA family permit applications. Say refuse siwa, of course then it means say you can go ahead and then appeal. So court no sujitum say na say home office for no Emma or EA family permits so they are and there of course some issue with that EA family permits because of course still made EA family permit applications even after 31st December for almost close family members. And see they still have so many applications within our system no. And so almost to me and can say there be almost to me issues that EA family permits and my no. And see we thank God that at least I consider and as ajiatum say masa EA family permits no, which is good news for EA family members. And see na make say of course enkofo edaso bisa say ti krom hanom no betumi adaso ayesa EU settlement scheme ni bia whether it is pre-settled status and say settled status no say oba UK krom ha before 31st December 2020 dia yes pacho betumi ayesa EU pre-settled status and say settled status applications no. As long as you have a good reason, DNCA win to me alpha application no antum before 30th June 2021. And so of course, say we application now, bema certificate of application. I say process application. Say we juman so over to me the enono actually we juman phone say. Of course, sisi adie what they will pre-settled status and I say what they will settle status application no atum na at least ma can say ejuma because at least application no is being processed. And so of course say that's so during say 1 year pre-settled status application and I say now we name say here because we are permanent residents and now campus and now we name cry, then you can still make those applications under the EU settlement scheme. And then so more train say ABA busia for no Ghana no betumi adaso aye applications ama yes sending pakono close family member to say we yere anasa ukunu anasa uba anasa papa anasa mame and as nana dear and they of course to me aye application ama journal or UK ha. And see that's just a roundup of the updates and of course so from last week now lawyer Richard Eka said say o person o ba UK hanom na we EU ni na of course ukra EU passport obetumi e the room as a visitor into you wouldn't need any prior visa and as a visa say o the room, but you have to be able to say you are coming for that period of only up to 6 months, and so you cannot stay longer than 6 months. Otherwise, of course, na why by overstay UK hanom. And so ukra EU passport na opesa oba UK on visit there over to me the room unto me for ID card in room after the 1st of October 2021. But so ukra passport now pesa odo passports ebesra obi wo UK ha and also pesa oba holiday wo UK ha for a period of 6 months there, and they're over to me at the naba. But you cannot use your ID card after the 1st of October 2021. And of course, say o busunia on your EU ni ebia okra Ghana passport and answer okra any other citizenship which is not EU there, and then nipa kono be here visa e de rakrom ha into ono eba so okra sa visa na or the beba UK hanom into on to me emba free to say wow what ukra EU passport no. It is also vital say signing panobe who say after the 1st of October 2021 no obe here visa e de chrome ha unless omo ye nkofo a omo eti UK chrome ha omo ye sa EU pre-settled and I say settled status nibi into of course say opesa oba UK chrome ha now ye EU nidia. You are able to do so with your passport, but not with your ID card after 1st October 2021. It's a prophet met so with and your topic no. I hope say your topic no for applications for British citizenship for Nkola of outside of the UK. Into sometimes or Nkola ebia wa wo sa akola no waba UK chrome ha when ya onkrata wakofa oba no so aba UK chrome ha ebim so ha they already had British citizenship one ko wo nkola no e wo Ghana na some ko wo nkola no amanone, and they feel say ye bibi ema akola no anase nkola no, and see of course say was that situation na o hwe senya obetumi aye application amasa akola no dia, and the debe nyema na obehia in regards to that application no. Let's take for instance obia wabetina chrome ha wabenya ne settled status wasanso enya ne naturalization say ye hwe sa nimpa na wabenya ne citizenship ewo chrome ha na ebia we to kan akofie one thing led to another oni obi hia wakowo ewo Ghana and asa wakowo fie, and all drain say okay then I'm to me aye ama akolai, and of course say okra British citizenship usually the case is oh okay me British citizenship there, then of course me to me aye no ama me bano straight away. We share your British Nationality Act of 1981 there. Of course that child is automatically British because ne papa British otherwise than by descent. And so you can't say otherwise than by descent now. It means that papa no or akola na na say mama na or akola no. And yet ne mama and I said ne papa and ordinam no so ordinya as our British citizenship. And so on one kasa naturalize and I say on one kasa register answer na obenya sa British citizenship. And so not in free ne mama and I say ne papa and I say ne nana ho. On one kasa no ho na sa British citizenship no unyaye. And so sa papa no awakowo wo efie and I say Ghana no say or kasa or person or register ne banner as British there. It is because of the fact say on one kasa no or naturalize and I say or register say obey British need na ordinya British citizenship. And so we share section 2 na sa nipa no ebe to me register ne bano whether they are under the age of 18 and I say above the age of 18, no, it doesn't matter. They can still register sa akwala as British. And of course, say opapa no na waware ni mame at the time of akwala no ye wono no dia, then automatically you can say akwala no benya ne British citizenship directly from ne papa side. Medical, like I say, of course, this is the usual case. Or papa ne or mami aware dia. I think the British Nationality Act takes nkonform aware very seriously rather than say ware ya. So we would go on to see the reason I will make kasa. In cases like that, no, say as long as you can provide evidence, say now one naturalize the papa no one naturalize akola no, so of course all no abroach no o kase at the time of the conception no now to honoma omo here evidence to show say now o was akro no, so they want evidence of mama citizenship. Omo here evidence to show say of course akola no oba ampa nti birth certificate at the time ayewo akola no, and you can add things like weighing books or other things that ultimately say at the time I wo akola no na within da bibi so to show say woni mame no ene ewo sa akola no. Until they look at all these evidences and they are able to tell say okay ampa uba ampa also one naturalize into you are British otherwise than by descent. Into ampa uba no so a wawono outside of the UK no ube to me I register no as British, and I said ube to me I passport application directly because and no no you are saying so that child is automatically British because papa no wo akola no ansana, and I say after all benya sa ne naturalization and I say all be British and kasa. And then when you look at somebody, for instance, ebia only British citizenship into ebia na only settlements and now crampo say afina obenya nkrata, but we won't outside of the UK and ebia sisia de wabenya nkrata into opese ode neba neba into, let's say for instance obia okra 2.5 wako faneba na abetina UK chrome ha, eventually no we yan indefinite and now say we yan a settlement. When you're a settlement, ninti opese oye settlement no soma nebana wakofa na abano. Of course, that's fairly usual, and I said that's the straightforward route. I said okofa uba free abrochi. I mean, amano neba. Then that's what you would do. So uonkata over the same ama ubanonso. And in cases like that, say yeah, kase if you were to gain settlements and I said if you were to gain British citizenship, then also why you're the same thing and I'm ubano crampono I British. And if you look at your British Nationality Act again, so we'll share here section 3 now. Section 3 is mainly to do with Home Office, you see umbrano and also you see omo discretion and I say pe na dema sa akolano, and it's in relation to minors. Into section 3 particularly in there, everything that is in relation to minor no. Into so should I say description of a minor? Description of a minor will be under the age of 18, whereas before no share section 2 there's no reference to a minor, and I said there's no reference to obia or under the age of 18. So obi wa brochi na let's say nipa krono e we fi na wan kasa wo kasa wo British and sana wo sa akola ne dia unim say akola no automatically British, but say o de sa akola no abakrom ha because now we need British citizenship into now abia afina when you sit now the obano so abadia, then of course they are going to consider akola no on its own merits. In Sisa Akolano, they are looking to see say Akolano is under the age of 18. And of course, say Akolano, say when your settlements and I say when your will indefinite leave to remain ewo krom ha and one kasa no British passport application and I say naturalization application to show say one kasa no British and say application no na home secretary and I say case workers no juma home office no omo assetna to show say one kasa no so you are entitled to British citizenship under your section 6 of your British Nationality Act. And our ban so odene buy no so say home office for no so register sa kolano as British. In that case no we are saying say of course say ka say sa kolana odene ba from Ghana and say whichever country na no dear. And the Home Office for no discretion under Section 3.1 say to me I register sa akolano as British. And of course say one kasa no wabenya indefinite ebia akola ewo krom ha no krom ha nti sa akolano krampo British deda ebia ne akola ne papa nso afi na application for naturalization. And amode akolana amode ne free Ghana no so aka ho say mpese mo ye application ema sa akolano senya ono so ebetumi enya ne British citizenship. And so of course akolano edi under the age of 18 na Home Office for no Adrian said that child is fit to be registered as British there. Then of course they will go on and register Sa akolano as British. If the child is over the age of 10, omo share bibi a no good character into omo share say ne subai na wako committed criminal offenses and I say waye bibi etia embrana wo krom ha and I say even if for instance immigration rules no we busa immigration rules no would that person be seen to be a person who is of good character? Inti ebia nipa krono ebia nye no fault say oba ye no ni mama anase ni papa anye leave to remain no ama no inti ono de ni mama anase ni papa no ye no ono na odisa o ebi inti say ebia omode ne ba ye no na on crash but eventually ni mama ni papa sa leave to remain application emano and so until that obeying indefinite there. They can also say it's within their discretion say public interest no abia it is not so much weightier in the sense that Sakolano say refusing the application in say abia because of the fact say ne siblings and I say obia one family mu bia ebe British and I say ebi mu ye British and there some consider sa akolano ne best interest so be British and I say ebi mu krampo ye British ya then of course in considering akolano best interest no then it will be safe to say and you know for say ebia first oba no na oni nkrasa but sisi awabenya nkrata de yebema ne kwan say always to me I register as British. And so that is under your section 3.1 of the British Nationality Act. Into Home Office for no and as a case workers no what to me say sakolano under the age of 18 na otume say undi bonebia even if he is 10 or above na Home Office for no Adrian say it's fit for Sa Akolano to be registered as British there. And then of course, share documentation now, or they bromo to show say what.
Oh my God, I love Rainbow Radio.
So it's good
many colors,
that at
many
least
voices,
me,
one God,
I provided
one
that
station.
evidences when na ama omo ehu say yes I'm at least for some time. My parents also application for naturalization. Me registration and submit to me. I register as a British citizen in line with my parents are almost more register. Say ebane say bia akolana mo kofa na aba no afe na mo kofa na aba but in line with British Nationality Act no akwadaa no ɔnhyɛ da and spending so many years in this country ebia okofa ne by on the basis say wo indefinite leave to remain nti akwadaa no nso obenya sa same indefinite leave to remain and as indefinite leave to enter. And so on that basis, wakofa akwadaa no based on wo settlements no. Sa akwadaa no so because omama the same settlements no. Ebe mutabisa say ebe den na sa akwadaa no so be yan British citizenship and as a British book. Of course, say akwadaa no edasui under the age of 18 na. Omo person who say o mama anase o papa no obeye settled anase obeye British whilst akwadaa no was still a minor, whilst the child was still under the age of 18. Say omo betumi akire say ebia omo a omo ye awofo no anase omo ye parents no omo British citizenship no ebia omo nya let's say by descent. Nti say you can say by descent ebia awofo no na omo mame anase omo papa British nti enam omo so ena awofo no so ebenya omo British citizenship. Nti because awofo no so abenya omo British citizenship nti it means that of course sa nipa anase sa akola na yawo no outside the UK a yede na aba no of course so ultimately say name awofo no omo awo no ampa omo so consented to the fact say omo be man are register as a British citizen, and they will also be looking at the fact say sa awofo no so omo betumi akire say yeah omo nya omo British citizenship through omo mama ne omo papa dia, then akola na omo akofa na fi abroche no anase amano ne no they can also register sa akola no so as British. Say ka say of course maybe me ankasa me hono minim crampo say me mami anase me papa British obi to say me dear and my parents so and me British citizenship. It's say because of my parents ninti and me dey me British citizenship there, it means say me ankasa no me British by descent. Say me ko wo me ba wa abrochi anase amano ne wo baby na me say me person me register me ba no as British. Usually omo be hwe say me say me British no then na me British citizenship. In say honom na omo be hwe efri. Say me say me ankasa na me na me ho me ankasa na me naturalize and na me dey me British citizenship there. Then of course then na actually say akola no me bampa. Say time me wo me ba no me worry they are looking at whether this child for instance obenya ne citizenship no every me ho ana say ne papa ho say obenya every me ho there and there that's fine, but say me ankasa na me British ana say na me settled na akola ne papa no oye obi a oye British ana say obi a oye settled na omo hwe senya akola no benya ne citizenship there, then they are looking to see whether akola no yewo no before 1st July 2006 and answer yewo no after 1st July 2006. Say yewo sa akola no before the 1st of July 2006 there, it means say akola no ebenya ne citizenship no through ne mame nti omo hu ne say na wunware na wakowo na opese uba enya citizenship, then it means say akola no betumi enya ne citizenship only from ne mame. Nti regardless of the fact that ne papa crampo British no onto me enya ne citizenship no and through ne papa. But we thank God for section 3.1 nti home office for no at least omo hu say sa akola no ne busanfo ni na abeye settled and as omo abeye British they can still register sa akola no as British even if na ne mame and as ne papa no omo enware. But say if from the 1st of July 2006 o ka say wa akola no na nware but na wo papa and as akola ne papa and I British and as oye settled there, then of course na say papa ne kire say oye papa ampa nti ebia ni din ewo akola ne birth certificate no so ana say ni DNA report ne kire say oye akola ne papa ampa nti of course say akola no ye wo no after the 1st of July 2006. And then, of course, due to Imbrana SSI, we have the British Nationality Proof of Paternity Regulations 2006. Emma sa Mpapafono, Emma that, should I say, route to registering your child under OMO into say most of the time, you better say, my woman, but not me worry, ne papa, na say, na me worry, ne mame. Ebane say we register akola na, then you can also say akola no wudin na ehye ne birth certificate no so. And I said DNA no crampo kire say meba na ampa nti say if akola no ye wo no after the 1st of July 2006 or person register ne ba no as British, papa na oye British and I settled no obetumi ada so aye sa registration ama sa akola no crampo no. Either he was born in the UK and after he was born outside of the UK. So ebane say akola no ebia ne mami and ase ne papa no normal worry, but the child was born before that time ne dia, they can still try and consider, because say American under section 3 no home office what to me to me use some discretion and as some to me aka say omo decision to allow and I say omo farma za akola no on certain circumstances. So as long as you can show say akola no or you're under the age of 18, so omo who say is fit, omo ankasa omo guidance akola no omo who say at least akola no yen the family background, yen share akola no best interest, yen share senya akola no ebeha no say when you have British citizenship, and you have to provide them with evidence. Say, oh, say akola no here pass say obenya British citizenship because busuafo ni nano abetina UK chrome ha onya obia enhwe no wo ne chrome na owo no here pass say obeka yensa wo chrome ha, then they will have to consider all these things. And of course I saw which evidence and say oh, say what's a chrome ha, you can show evidence of your residence or mommy residence or a chrome ha, ne siblings, which is ne brothers and ne sisters, some what's a chrome ha, some were settlements, some were British citizenship, as all share way in na, as all chasing and one casawunya or citizenship, whether it's by naturalization and I say if you mommy ho and I say papa ho and sana, woodinya sa citizenship. As to me trace how you are winning now. Into most of the time, so we passport application and I say we star registration now. When they ask for all these documents, it's not because one person how winning or movie sign your way. It's because almost processes and as some in your mind some more share answer na almost to me are issue with certificates of registration and answer almost the passports no campo ebe mau, because of course part of it has to do with the fact that I am bra and say I am bra quite no sooner almost share a then of course it means that almost share sign my way in answer no issue with certificate of registration. It can be a bit difficult, for instance, for Obia Abia ne mame ne papa enya sa citizenship na almost so enya sa citizenship no free omo mame ho anasa omo papa ho. Na of course eba omo ba no so amo awo no abrochi there they are thinking say maybe me mama ne me papa omo efrim ebe den na menya omo naturalization certificate, for instance, and I say ebe den na menya omo evidence say no omo ye British. And it also helps if, for instance, so if one parent is still alive into say ebia me na me British na me say me nya me citizenship free me mama ho and I say me papa ho there, then at least I can get the evidence from me mama and I say me papa it me say na one kasa no omo ye British omo naturalize into omo so pass on omo citizenship to me. and I mean so mako war among an anasamako war Ghana into me banon so me pese me pass on sa citizenship and I said me pese on also be British by descent. Of course, the whole kind of sound there, and they also provided some evidence now to me sign my way, and then they also need parental consent. Let's say obia one worry no now no awo akolano, they will still need that parental consent from sa or mame ene or papano. When it comes to the fact, say of course, wo chere say wonya wo British citizenship and as a wo awofo no wo chere say wonya wo British citizenship every mame ho and as a papa ho dia, then it means say akola na wakowo ne wa abrochi and as akola na wakowo no wo Ghana no krampo no so wo to me chere say sa akola no wo person register no and a papa no so person register no as British. It can be the case say ebia or papa no on person obetena UK krom ha on pesa akola no so ebeba abrochi nti waye na adwen say ono de on register akola no as British and na wo ye mame no ebia wo ti UK ha wo pesa register akola no as British but omo mpene so say wo be register akola no as British. There are some cases, of course, to say case na America say so ultimate say wo mame no papa no wonya British citizenship na free omo nchen. And no, under section 3.5, no, you have to be able to provide parental consent. So when to me and share parental consent, no, and there unfortunately no, almost to me and farmer colano because I know there and who here pass say benya parental consent to show say ampa sa colano. Omo mame and I say omo mame ne omo papa no apene so say omo be register no. But if it's the case, say for instance, bia mame na wabo akola no outside of the UK, ono no onya ne British citizenship no. Onya no on the basis say ne mame ne papa no bia omo naturalize ye, and of course omo naturalize ye na omo be ye British no. And on and sakwa no so na awofo no so edinyaye. If that is the case, then of course I say o mame and I say o papa no etumi chere say yes me ba no of course ma wono outside of the UK me mame ne papa no omunya this British citizenship otherwise than by descent say be omu naturalize ye answer na omu benya into under section 3.2 no. And who here titri say me chere sa ne mame and asa ne papa be consented to sa ne registration no. Nti se me mame no me ya me citizenship na me pese me de ma me ba no me to me ada so akoso aka say me ankasa no me parental consent me hu baby a papa no wo. And of course, me nim baby a papa no was to see and now person me pass it on my British citizenship to me banner there. Then I can go ahead and then tell the Home Office ne say me nim baby a papa no wo. So there's no way I can go ahead and then register this child with or papa consent. But me ankasa o ma me there me to me enya me citizenship and America say me to me I register me banner as British. And no no, at least they can use more discretion to say because unim baby a papa no wo and now say papa no crampo no unse nenka inti enya dia wo to me who baby a owo. And they can also do their own searches into say o papa din crampo da birth certificate no so na omankasa mo pese omo ye omo own searches na omo contact papa and say on money consent dia. Then of course they can go ahead and do that. But almost so in response there, then they can go ahead and say because there was no contact and I said there was no response from Opapanity, they can go ahead and then grant Akolano citizenship, regardless of whether Opapano gave consent or not. And I know a lot of this has to do with should I say our parents are abia omo abakrom ha and then you sometimes even have cases where, for instance, papa akwa manone and I say wako back to a fear wako akolano wa register akolano as British. Into sa akolana ye wo no Ghana no. Or drain say or no so sa no abaya British no or wo Ghana and the neba no so ebaya British sa. Unfortunately, under your British Nationality Act, no, to me, pass it on with British citizenship, no, by descent, sir. And see, so me, I'm Eunice, me a British. Na, mako wo me ba, ewa British, and I say mako wo me ba no outside of the UK. Na, me ba no, mama ne me British citizenship. And me ba na, ote Ghana no so, or no so wa. Nebano, when you're British, that is not how the British Nationality Act works. Yes, my mom and bano citizenship because to me I'm an by descent, but me bano or outside of the UK dear, or no on to me and man bano British citizenship based on one kasano because British in brano ma hon kwan say obe to me I register sa akolano as British sir. Of course, these are some of the things that we have to bear in mind. Whereas, if, for instance, sa nimpano me wono wo amanone me bana me wono amanone no se oba UK and oba wo ye dia and there of course na kan bana wabe wono wo krom hanom no obetumi aye British under your section 13 and I say 11 because akola no ye British and also abewo wo ha inti sa ne ba no so ebe ye British but say wan wo sa akola no wo ha na okowo no wo Ghana to say ono ankasa no ho aye wo no wo Ghana dia then unfortunately no on to me and pass it on sa ne British citizenship na or no to akola no wa wo no. It is also good to know say of course there are certain should I say limits to British citizenship saying obia ye wo no wo abrochi anase obia ye wo no wo Ghana anase any other parts of the world no obey to me any na British citizenship say of course say ye ka say sa nimpa no ebe to me abe wo ne ba no e wo krom ha dia then yes but say wan wo no wo krom ha na okowo no wo Ghana na opesa de ne ba na ono so eye ne citizenship ne man ho sa amasa akola ne dia then of course to me aye no registration no under your section 31. There are also other sections within your British Nationality Act na emma ho kwan say of course say ebia nipa no British na ebia oye ejuma emma army and I say oye ejuma emma a designated service for British people and I say oye diplomats and I say oye obia or journalists, and I said they are within a certain service which is designated under your British Nationality Act. And I can't say, oh yeah, Jumama, some EU institution be all those people, for instance, so almost to me, almost settlements whilst they were in the UK, now they also have a right to register Bano as British. There are so many different sections within your British Nationality Act that can help and also provide a crime for other in British and outside of the UK to also get citizenship and also ever chrome her. I've mentioned so many different ways in which Nkolano can get almost citizenship. But of course, Section 31 allows for other situations and I say other circumstances depending on the circumstance. Almost by case basis, regardless of whether Yawa Kolano or outside the UK. Prophet, my main Hana, of course, so with the listeners out. If you have more questions and I say Bibia mo person will be sir.
And yeah, my lawyer, ya cross barrier, ya choice you yenam. She say ye cross waku sunny aye, na ye ka se e be pon 10:30 na ba bi ye duri de em se nka 10:30 ne ya bo ye da wase me ba cho so timi nka de
Pasha emete.
aha se de ubie nsu no kura mete ubie nsu no kura mete nsu no ase BWF stamp ne bo ho ana mate me ba yo atiefo anopai lawyer atoto ensim ni bi edi agum bebre amaye wa may update wa may ne a ko ne a ko wo British passport no wonya ne senye kwa me so na fanya no woje no he me na nkoye te se na no media ni bi me ba ye o mu gina me I was say how do you get your British passport me sin kwasi asem British passport how do you get it ye wia me fa cho me ma wachi e ma wakwa ba e ba jumadi so me ba cho ba bi awo no dede wo bibi kasa wa chi adas wo radio ana wo TV ana wo bondum wo ka mu ma no nko form na timiti yenka no na me kasa me te won ka kasa no wa chiri na se enjum bi ebo ba bi awo no na pa so matricon lawyer Eunice me ba cho te nka.
Not clearly, but at least me say so.
You be manage you hu. Me ba cho kasa lawyer 8 you.
E ba cho me jinan yi se be ya pa.
Aha. Also for jinan yi.
Because lawyer Eunice here, okay. Ya lawyer.
Wadaroma otio.
Na pa cho me ba. Me yese le be ya pa.
And then they say, what's that mini studio or phone so and I feel. Na okay, lawyer Eunice 8 you. Lawyer Eunice, baby akwa ni jina nenye enti oko sofo. Baby asofo jina nenye enti sofo ko. Me ba cho odofo onso ubetimi aba line so. Anopai 0208 1334646 na mediwa ma lawyer Eunice na oni wachi medi nkomo. Sofo nani ye din papa wasan yaba sofo hello sofo free basement wana kope kon koso bi gina na oni en kasa hello sofo yo onia emra ye twe sofo
Me ka clear prophet
aha mo se say with them
Lawyer Eunice, good morning.
Morning.
Pacho, inform the saying.
Nyamia dom na pacho unswe.
Christ, Adawroma, Pacho Hoyapa. Edamasine, Mojuma, Mobobua, Ghana for na say community wo UK Hanum Niam Manani. Me Pacho question, Person Bisan say, Metsana Oka on the 1st October. We need a backroom ha. I was say show passport. Na ne otu kroma nso memphas ono so kroma for agenatum like yaman indefinite na no so no otu kwa no ko bia so oyisu card na say o de tebia ne passport no wona chen ne agenatum one question na maybe sir
so for
okay it's in regards to conformity chrome had than of course say what chrome had than now BRP card HSL or either 2.5 years and also or 5 years and no over to me the room because
Oh no, UK for man indefinite. Who say, oh yeah, settlement, or European, but your money indefinite, and no question, maybe so.
Oh, okay, so you're European, now all money settled status, which is indefinite leave to remain there. So, of course, over to me, actually, say, why yes, settled status, no there, then over to me a room with an ID card, but so to me, when you say settled status, ever chrome.
Okay, nchene na sana na was anytime dia otupan we say ye the ma by people so
email
in the kita no
yeah
me da sepi prophet
papa
already insha munyina
amen lawyer ma men clarify lawyer ma men clarify bibia sofo abebisa sese yi na yen fan hwade say from 1st October
yeah
bibia say we EU so we here UK for say they want to work with their passport addition to their card
Yeah.
Enti asema sofo abebi say.
Yeah.
Me ye European ning.
Yeah.
And my betena ha. My betena ha no say masesa yama me indefinite to remain.
Yeah.
Say me too kwan akọ in and out no.
Yeah.
Me paper no kwa na me here. Ana say e wo say me passport no me card no e ka me ho.
Of course, for passport no be share wo identity. Inse say wo to kwan akọ baby a, I'm sure say baby na wo kọ no, omo be hia proof of ID ansa na we free UK chrome ha e dey akọ.
Me say no no osofo person what ase because say already me work card.
Yeah.
And I'm a card no say no.
Yeah.
Almost 1st October no. Card no en share that en hold in user. En share that hold water. And you know, I need to get my passport in connection with the letter HRSA. Mama me indefinite to remain. Say sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me that's it. Nyame nshira, bye bye.
Yeah.
So Papa to say Eunice so Eunice pa.
Enti men kosa ho men koye ho osahene na nka so lawyer say mikita card no na me the letter na ka ho a eno ano no ye ma wonko because from 1st October no everybody must work with the passport in connection with the ID with any attachment document. Yes, because European law no asesa wa ha. Enti wo card no nko an wontimi mfa tu kwan wo card no nko an wontimi mfa nkofro plane hye no nso me pa cho me ma wache e ma wakwa aba.
Good morning, Sofo.
Morning, Aja. Enka won so Sofo.
Amen. Me pacho me pusa lawyer say me wa ha me indefinite leave to remain, but me yare kakra say me what them. I yare pa che. Na me work pa say e wo Ghana ho ye nursing student. Me pasen ko ba abesra me no osa ko on na. Metimi ya invite na manaba. Me we are ka me lawyer so number na ma free no. Na me na aboa me for that.
Visit applications ne dear fa ho say we EU ni ana say we British ni ana say ukra 2.5 leave to remain. So we obi a we EU ni now person invite to be on visit keke over to me invite nipa na all ba no ono no na so we meet requirements no as a genuine visitor. And so omo person who says nipa no oba krom ha oba sign nechi akoba kana. Into then never to me actually says nipa no oba sign nechi and that's all your genuine visitor. Almost yama to say ebia nejuma na or ye no say or required holiday leave. Let's say nejuma no omoma 4 weeks and I say omoma 2 months holiday into or person spend this 1 month no ewo krom ha nejuma na or ye no is fairly good job into nisika na onya no obetumi krampo e de bi abehwe no ho se oba na holiday na into ne pay slips ne bank statements e nejuma salary a onya. And then of course say ebusefo to say okunu anase nkola adia obetumi e de and also attach to show say nebusafo e wo Ghana into enya dia obetena krom ha so sign echi. If the person has other commitments into ABA or Yemboeko leader or other associations or Yama into, of course, Sanyama winning now here now into or sign echi. So now as a crown own business now on shadang employee and they're so providing the Juma documents ne sika onya from the business ne bibia. You have to be able to show say enyama na will provide no shared with circumstances will fear in see enya dia obeba betna krom ha one sign which and call back to who chrome and say it's important say over to me I provide these documents now what to me explaining with circumstances will fear no now at least almost share and also almost to me at the visit visa no amount.
You a student or a nursing student, first year student.
Okay, and so your nursing student now, of course, on your Juma Bia, she has to provide evidence of the school now or kono, and the fact that of course or get course with 3 years duration and I said 4 years duration. into the holiday times from let's say March to April or from June to September. And of course, because of the holiday times, sad times, Nancy, Professor Oba during those times, no besra ne uncle and as besra ne auntie for a be 2 weeks, be and I said 3 weeks, be now or sign it she echo back. Nti now for no so Ghana and so she can provide the birth certificate. So almost a year Juma no best supporting on so she can provide more documents, one pay slips, some bank statements, and I say business documents to show say one casabe funding a holiday and I say a trip now or the eba brochi. So we inviting on now work as a bet now fear over to me actually say oba on here share because me and customer my man baby ada. So when I will funding on so then of course you have to make it clear say because of the age and on age man I will fund so end to me and share no financially into seminar measure into what they will pay slips and they will bank statements no about attach it. But it's important say over to me actually say or no our students no because of the fact that the course no person completing now or there is all Ghana into ABA or prospective jobs that obenya saying obi course now over to me ISI jomano into here pass say obeye sa holiday no for 2 weeks and 1 month now assign the chair come back. And so it depends on nyama over to me there almost say ampa oba sign the chair come back.
Lawyer, if I told him, remember me keep on 4 times. The only thing I can do is to take your number and call you. Then you help me. Then I'll come to you.
Me pacho my crado lawyer Eunice number 075.
Me pacho 1 minute.
Lawyer Eunice 075
Me pacho
35 81 39 10. Lawyer Eunice number 075 35 81 3910.
Pacho, you would you a prophet with that?
Me so me dance. Nyame nshira.
Me contact me after the studio. No.
Yo, me dance. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Lawyer.
Hello, me pacho me mawachi. Emo akwaba.
Hello, me pacho me mawachi.
Odo ye jo so. Anopa isa na hello ne tie no. Oko English breakfast and African breakfast. African breakfast dey be ne banku fufu dokuno. Abakalele do.
Hey, me dia uza koko bi pa.
Why are there? Lawyer hit you.
Me pacho mo nyina mo ho ye tie.
Yeah, ho ye papa.
The radio say. But lawyer, Eunice, good morning. Me question na me wono enye about a topic no crowd, but I hope they will pardon me.
Fafa baby.
And see, no what for be over the 5-year route over spouse visa as a wife 2.5 years and or almost 5 years I'll be apply for indefinitely. But unfortunately she lost her job. Now all this say ne BRP she's not allowed to public funds. But all this say apply for job seekers allowance now. Wabra or shejuma. Does that apply to her, or will it restrict her in any way, say, or apply for job seekers allowance?
Okay, so in regards to your public funds, job seekers allowance, of course, it is one of those, should I say, funds which is considered to be something that is tax oriented. In say, she was previously working. And then now she's lost her job, and now she's thinking, say, I should be able to have that job seekers allowance. And that's something that she will have to pay back if she starts working again. It's not like almost the money for free. She will definitely pay back once she starts working again. So it has to do with her having paid into HMRC or more income tax. So once she starts working again, they will start to deduct that money back from her. If it is more than job seekers allowance she wants to go for there, then I think it's better say she will do the no recourse to public conditions to be lifted into say if she thinks the job seekers allowance is definitely not going to be enough now, she needs access to other public funds there, then she would definitely have to be able to show. Say, of course, in the situation, you know, the circumstances have changed and are difficult for her and her family to be maintained into because on she need human expenses no that's all her and she needs to be able to look after the children and say she wants the no recourse to public funds to be lifted and say of course say almost left and now she will have access to all the public funds.
Oh, okay. Now, if I say, no, or yet application now, and yet another expensive application because in the circumstances now, I'm not sure if being a
no,
it requires a lot of money.
The no conditions application, no, it's not a 2.5 application. It is just to say, where home office for no almost share. Lifts are no recourse to public funds name free so it's just for them to lift that restriction off. It is not another application for another 2.5. Of course, once they've lifted it off, it means she doesn't have the same requirements met saying omit 5-year route requirements, no, because you have to meet the financial requirements. And if you are not able to meet the financial requirement because now OJ public funds, that means that of course, next application now they will put you on the 10-year route because you are not able to meet the financial requirement.
Oh, okay. Now say 1 year one apply for job seekers allowance now. The next application or is indefinite leave. I think said sometime next year. So will it affect her? Say or 4J job seekers allowance? No, will it affect anything?
If it's
5 years
really and truly her indefinite now or then it wouldn't affect her indefinite leave to remain because there is no requirement for financial requirements to be met under the indefinite leave application. But say if it is for another 2.5 years, and it will definitely affect her.
It will be for 5 years because why 2.5 with that and open 5. So which means the next one will be straight to indefinite and
it depends. Into Oba Krum Hano, the visa never and say Obetina hands and
or the visa. Or the spouse visa. No, I worry next no buy.
Okay, and now the next 2.5
why 2.5 years.
Okay, yeah. So the next one will be indefinite. Say, almost to 5-year route, no, so then of course the next one will be indefinite leave to remain.
Oh, okay. And if I show me indefinite, no, the same document requirements now be here, and I said it's completely different, not necessarily based on the spouse and like it
definitely based on the spouse. Years, she should still be able to show she's still married to her husband. She should still be able to show they are in a genuine and subsisting relationship. And then of course aware English language B1 whereas this second 2.5 no A2 no, she will be doing B1 instead of A2. And then of course if she is able to show of course she'll be accommodated into she doesn't have any issues with being suitably accommodated, then she'll be able to make the indefinite leave to remain application.
Okay, Nipacho exam B2, no, is it the same as like in the UK test?
Pacho there be English test no is completely separate from life in the UK test. English test no is just to test your English speaking. But say life in the UK test there. Life in the UK test is to test your knowledge about Yama in the UK. It could be the history, it could be politics, it could be the media, it could be anything in British, should I say life. Into life in the UK, a test knowledge and answer their unim efa British for whom. But English test no is to do with kasano, brofuna or kano.
Okay.
Sister, what take your time? Jenna man and a friend office. Now the lawyer.
When now, why you can get one exam, right? For the 2.5 normal demand normal. And just recently, or the email chairman said, the bill for Trinity College or whatever, I'm sending an email say booking for the life in the UK test for the indefinite or be apply. For mine, I want can be 2 or something. In my a bit confused. And I don't know to say also and why they are all like in the UK for not what they are doing indefinite next year, no.
So, of course, if she does the B1 exam, and so I don't know whether she already did B1 when she was going to do the 2.5 now, or yes, no. Maybe she did the B1, so maybe she doesn't need to do it again. But if she did A2, and then of course the requirement is B1, then of course it means that she will have to do the B1 in addition to the life in the UK test.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll show you. And
then Eunice Crow Paba, Nanya cool that chimney. Eunice no crow Paba, Namia cool that chimney, Paba, Naya. Maybe I told me my Chimo Paba.
I'm watching the ones who my partner be, you know. I tell you, say, a man and Papa. I'm no.
Laya Semba.
Yamin Shrow.
If I told my brother, also for Neku that chimney, me person question from Gakina.
You wait just a quick one. Begin I'm a year so and I'm a back from wait me 5 years under EU. Na me year Juma na to say no school. And I am not means about to know one Obenya or like Opesanka or suspend the education in Kakra and Kaja or Shakola for a year. Now I'm 5 years in February. Yes, I'm quite indefinite. I'm assuming it's a crime means which means we deny you using as any panel Juma and as any panel student. Now, some what year Juma will be a student and as this will or suspend education, I shall, and understand about it because some of the started may apply for indefinitely not 1 year Juma no Chacolano. In general, I be affecting my application.
Pacha Mamino, why is pre-settled status and settled status maybe?
Why yes, settled status I'm money indefinite.
And there's no issue. And so all my money indefinite there, then indefinite no in February. They are not going to be requesting for any work documents and answer people to show say now or Juma. Because first of all, if you make an application under your Appendix EU and answer your settlement scheme now, there is no requirement to show say why Juma and answer Juma. That is to do with residence. So over to me actually say what now UK Chrome have for a period of 5 years or less than 5 years in Kwadia, then of course they will go ahead to issue you. And so say indefinite application. No one say say EU ni, and of course Yatsna Chrome have for a period of 5 years or more. And also a settled status application. And of course they will go ahead and grant you.
Okay, my name is Ashley. I'm coming to my part. I'm come home.
So that was it.
Bye.
Bye. Lawyer.
Hello.
Your time 1 minute past 30. Oh, yes, sir. Ebacho, me watching. I'm wakaba na 10:30. Ebacho, me watching. I'm wakaba.
Ebacho, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Why your voice is saying you kita kuku? Na anapenda neko.
Ebacho, me question is Ebacho, me review application me sister ba. Na me really case somewhere April. Well, I'm until 1 month. Now me person me find out lawyer really was say if anything because me teaching things be me to quite a crap in mother.
Nana lawyer Eunice or your home office.
So or your lawyer.
And you so bizarre say want your moncano. At the end, was away. Now, because I'll find out if you know, I will find out if you know your home office.
Me pacha, no, I can. Yes, sorry.
Until person will say, what is the next step to take? And no, find out in your home office. Lawyer Wadaroma.
Okay, it's a why application in April. That way now, in biometrics.
Me pacha, my application, me sister, but Anna me yeah call court, and I'm reviewing case, na still.
Oh yeah, sister ban. Oh yeah, day.
Me application man, say me kofana ba.
Who kofana free fiaba.
Me pacha.
No na lawyer person. No na gasa. Oh yeah, we sister ban. No dey. We name your person chire.
Me union.
Until we call court, we win the case, you know. From April. Since April. And so when your manka. Visa normal farmer no. Akwala no so my. Enti who be lawyer say e dey na was away. Me pacha wan kasa na your application na lawyer na yema o.
Me pacha lawyer na yema.
Okay. Okay. You.
Really simuna ye.
Ani an kasa ko we. Now you want kasa mo dey phone just.
Me pacha me tu kwan they say I'm ordering me yara kakra. Tina ni pisam.
Oh, okay.
Lawyer.
Okay, it's after I watch Rachel Muye dia after no me
yeah. Daniel carry the make na my
Okay, it's in regards to application now, you know, so we say courts for no edema akola no, but home office for no na onse omonka. Of course, with the home office for no, after na omo consider and as omo after no ma pen so say omo be issue family permits. Into this week they are na almost sending emails in regards to nkofona almost family permits now and no application no into say kase you refuse it and I yet Sunday call courts for no allow appeal no now of course home office for no since April no more can then I'm sure say because of the fact says to see our more pennies to say family permits no very soon no I'm sending email say akola no find the passports no and call back to the visa center no issue no with family permits and see I'm sure say very soon no you better in regards to sister Bano. Amen.
Sister, so you say asasi a man son was yensi dan also. And tina my application and a man son in the home office in me and go see dan also a friend ye man son and the lawyer seen your man ever bawati. Yo, answer na mema lawyer Eunice ade na numu tu ikatu aba na me pacho men free bi mu ne ye pontem misro me a mitiwe ne me ya sorry code asachire me nti o se me ko pe code no epe baby tu na fi mitimi nya kwa ya sorry fa BWF Solicitors contact details nyina mi wia na lawyer Eunice in the last afutu o odbe man no de aba na ye ko BWF Solicitors address a 4th floor Anna House 4th floor Anna House 214 to 218 High Road 7 Sisters and National 7 Sisters London N15 4NP London N15 4NP Shannon Somami your office telephone number ubetimi afre at any time now the book appointment so person over Saturday so person over Monday to Friday so person over there be Sunday nka ho hwe because lawyer no omo ya Christopher omo kai homeda no mo di no kronkron enti omo kwa sorry lawyer Richard Gradie Sunday on hwe law bookum because I was say okobo mpaye anything share no so ma me we elder wati me pa cho enu free wa kai hu ni say number na obefre 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340 office line no emergency na odi ye hu kwa adwam an wa free intentem ni ya be rescue free Uncle Ben dey ase Yesu Kristo no ono anu mu no wo hye no mu free Uncle Ben mami 077 127 61884 077 127 61884. Hey, code in a mammy boom musa. And yashi, Samika, what ye, Fred lawyer Eunice 075 35 81 3910. Lawyer Eunice 075 35 81 3910. Lawyer Richard or Gina or Facebook papa pictures so there be go okoshabu sampa lawyer we abrantie lawyer Richard number no 079 60 20 1500. Lawyer Richard number no 079 60 20 1500. Na yedi lawyer Richard amount ofro mu bia o mu befa but dey afutu ba ko amema ni say omadwuma no ayesa asofudwuma o enti ofre ba ko mienu no anya ma wa ba mu because om ye busy. Lawyer Eunice ti he me hwe no o read text message o read WhatsApp message ginyame omo frɛ no honko akra no eyasimbede. Lawyer Eunice ma me fa last call amre na yenko why ma me fa last call ma na yenko why me pacho me se time na so me kura ebekwatia me ka ba bia ma park no me pacho me ma wachi ama wakwa ba
me je oso be me na ma wachi
mami me je oso
really to wachi
me je oso
what the me question ke to bi na me busa December no na me application ma me ba say me person ba ni sister ba me yi na me mo refuse na me pi na pi na ti no o me treat no ba me pi say October no so me court but COVID no tin ba me ni na yo off it 3 hours to na me na investor credit for the business and it me me actually me could be a house to me now. And it means what I can make chance say.
And so person who say o court no omo be here with dwumem documents ana.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. In regards to what I said now also cover na ba no. Of course, what I said no I said to me said na o try no financially. It is say almost share
Surely the coin.
Yeah, into say
that's yeah.
Into so court October more. Omo be here recent documents to show say that so share what fast no. Into say woman in sika ebia £50 every month. Omo person omo share say £50 no that so descended na because o ka say wona wo share sa akola no. Into say we application and let's say before December now of course court case no every October no omo person from January up to September no o da so man in £50 now we say one man in na because waka say una wo hwe sa akola no into ye person ye hu ampa say ampa say una wo hwe sa akola ne dia and ye person ye hu say evidence no ho I share say wo da so hwe no because no here was financial support saying over to me at the action home I school fees for medical bills and I say over to me their turn and I say Joanna Crown Poedi into they will want to see all of those things into me pouch webre and who say hours no a short almost person who say that's all share of her son
me think me say me man no. And I mean, just 3 hours to 10 million now. Investor credit for some. I want to say, I'm going to encourage many people. I'm here.
And Fahu say, OJ Universal Credit. And Fahu, we are EU now, you are entitled to those things. And see, they want to know, say, what person no? Oh, that's so nana. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. And then my trial and everything, every month, clear.
Yeah.
Na ono kwa na asene me de o sene me bi o sene me bi anye ye wa ho
me de be ba o de ma pa ibo mu ye de o de awo fa so
ye nko na eduru ye so a ye ma ye mpa ibo mu ye de eduru oda people so de ye free adenti na ya mo ye sa eye enya hwe onyame nshira lawyer so dem why lawyer Eunice eduru ye ne lawyer fo no so de o mo se ye ma ye mpa ibo mu ye de Na amo call that side there. I know the amo cousin pray bonu nya di nkrofo lawyer e dey no ye lawyer yem pamra ye ne yem pom. Ya me shira.
Prophet that's very I mean also. Of course, it's a say Yamidi can kai no for very applications before 31st December, ebimuso ye applications before 30th June, 10 year mekai what at the beginning. Say of course say why your application for EA family permits under your old EA regulation 2016 na unya homeboye and I say when ya a homeboye and no home office for I refuse to say EA family permit application. Of course, ube lodge appeal. So wo lodge appeal na omo ama sa appeal no and I say court no ama sa decision to allow the appeal. Na home office for no and won't say omo kadia. Now of course omo happiness so say omo be issue EA family payments after 30th June 2021. Into definitely no so won't say omo kana they will definitely email. Omo be send the email to say now they've obviously looked into Omo Embrano and they are changing their policy in regards to the fact that Omo issues EA family payments after the 30th of June 2021. And so I'm sure very soon they will be sending out emails to all Kofona Omo implementing decision in regards to Omo case now when we in a court. And once they do so, it means at least ebusian for no able to me at the more passports no alcohol visa centers no to get their EA family permits issued to them. And of course, say your mommy we can I na all courts into say courts no make a decision to allow EA family permits there. Then of course what person able to me enya sa permit and access EA family permits na almost say because of 30th June deadline almost issue. But to say there almost happiness so say almost be issue sa EA family permits no. And to 6 months EA family permits will still be valid after the 30th of June 2021. And of course say na utie topic in regards to British Nationality Act Nkola omo outside of the UK na omo person omo back home ha. Yes, you can put in an application if you meet the requirements. Say yeka immigration in bra. Obianim say of course idea what immigration in bra, but immigration in brown kwa idea what other areas of law, including family law, children law, and other areas including dispute resolution and civil litigation. And see say assistance and I said say opese ejuma efa case ho na opese o day case ne brain ya saying your prophet ebo so no your number no obetumi afre from Monday to Friday. So opese o friend out of office hours so your mobile number so ewo ho a obetumi afre. Prophet me name say unima but ye receptionist inti me name say obetumi abe receptionist for
me pacho me wo ho lawyer me pacho me wo ho
obeye
lawyer me wo ho a
so obeye nkwa dia hwe ye be hire o
ene no afa me pacho den na me fa me CV ni den
o CV and a cover letter so opese obeye your receptionist ejuma na for o CV sending and through admin at BWF Solicitors.com.
Na lawyer sani ame me ne mo aye adwuma fa yi mo se hia me CV aye den
prophet yeah to be in fact obi keke just because you nim nipa krono say o your background put down person obey adwuma wo kono ba so do CV ba yes
okay and also na ye by law
adwuma de adwuma ye fie enti
mate
pajo bebre yeah receptionist will BWF Solicitors one kasa unim say yet here at least say why GCSE and I say why any sort of A levels, and from call university, as long as you can speak properly, you can use computer over to me. I know way around. Then of course, she should be over to me. I dynamic over to me. It greedy and clients. Obi over to me. Akasa wo.
When you what's siri? What's siri? Oh, do.
Prophet Unimu. Yes.
Oh,
yes. It's onim obi anase one kasa wa would say program we odrin say one kasa we a good candidate for ejumana. Then of course we need you. And say of course say odrin say we a good candidate for this job. Sanya mak bosono patch of fre your office. Over to me, Cynthia Brown, Akasa, over your office 0208-493-7340. Now, only Cynthia Brown, Kasa, at least she'll be able to look at when you're available to come for an interview. And now, of course, sending with CV. Please send it to admin@bwfsolicitors.com. It's the admin@bwfsolicitors.com. And of course, there will be benefits to the holidays. I'll be funny. The fact, say, of course, competitive salaries. So we will make sure that we meet those requirements. And see, prophets. Unimobi and as a one cast person obey so you have interview na at least yama wejumano.
But your man can say on condition. Mama me kwa mama ko me crusade.
It's every crusade it means yes you should be.
Yeah, me ma you should be lawyer. Me da see the advert no beto to near ma be ye kama. Me say say die sania ayeno adwuma ho ayedene enti we adwuma ho kwanya abeda ho yi ye intentem because me am me CV be ba me pon apa me CV no betum na hwe ene anya na me mama ma colon break no makoye crusade na ma me so ko fo akoko
yes
ni akubu yo atiefo aha ena ne ye de dwumadie no ebesi lawyer Eunice ena wate na nka ene anapai from BWF Solicitors me so ye friend me prophet Stanley Osebri ose platform e ye platform kesia eye Rainbow Radio International ye Facebook no so aye ba we pa radio no so de ye nka sania manfo bisu anie onyame enhira so de wafidi na to watie BWF Solicitors ose se wo de car na eba hye no so wo de car na eba Tesco car park ho betumi park ho 90 minutes for free betumi park ho 90 minutes for free na wonim na wo park buru 90 minutes dia waso be hye papa eno de wontimi nkoblemu om dabi 90 minutes ne de betumi park for free nti wunya di si ho a no wo hwe time enti wo ho na nduru so anu asan aba fom no abetu no ada ne ho kakra na wasa de awuram na kire se wasa stack another 90 minutes eno no men ka se sofo na kire o se ye ne saa eno no wa na wo ye ne saa eno no wa na ye ne saa no matimi ahwe na bibi akọ wa no pepe enkrata se bibia law adie fa law hu bia no fabre e wo 4th floor of Anna House onyame beboa ye betimi ama wo ho muaye na bibia ye kama wantimi nka bi ma ene na makra odifo that's ene obesa ahia me anwumere me ya sorry e wo 709 Oken True hia me na me ne opie mfa mboso makra bye
highly spiritual ye fema ye wo London ya ji abasobodie bebre ne ya redare e wo mransem mu eye legal services be to say family law matrimonial law immigration dispute resolution Ghanaian customary any family law wo BWFDA yen solicitors e de enigie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nya den kra yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer e wo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years BWF solicitors kura won ho inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care e ya abofrahwe mu awarja ye ho twuma mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma so ye child care any family team no nim ne awo famu eweni ya wo bremu enu nti ne to ye mbo ase ma wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu Yen senior partner Eyobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel Agina Tumu no sanso ye member na kyerɛ eba no sɛ ye gina wachi etwitwa agyew ɛwɔ family any matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw kra wope advice ɛwɔ immigration sensem ho wo BWF Solicitors deɛ ye immigration team no abredare ɛwɔ general immigration ho nsɛmsɛm kosi complex immigration work permit student visa ho totoye any entry clearance visas family visas ni appeals. Yen senior partner a member na wasan gina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se taiwachi a wonni haw kra. Ye bie an office free dwada ekosi fiada anopa non krompe mu ekosi enumre nunsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm. Ena memene danso appointment nko free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Yewo 4th floor Ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sawun 93 Seven Sisters Underground Nswa eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu san ye barrister ya Gina Tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member ena wasan gina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advise local authorities official solicitors office ni solicitors bebree efa Ghanaian law ho yie na osan yo bia otai kasa ewo radio any TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.